What's up, YouTube? Ooh, let's clean this lens a little bit. Let's clean the lens up. Excuse me. Now that we're clean, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Erastus from Garment Creations, and on this channel, you get tips and tricks to amplify your heat printing business. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. I will also appreciate if you can join the Facebook group. It's called Fire Up the Heat Press. In that group, you can drop your work, talk tips and tricks. I forgot it. I forgot it. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Come on in, share this. It's been a while since I jumped on the live, but I am here and I am live, baby. Let's go. So today we're pretty busy in here. All right. If I can swing this thing around, like you can see from the title right now, I'm on a batch of orders. And this batch here is 250 shirts, 252. And I just finished over there another order that was 50 pieces, and they just called to add on 30 more blacks. So, and both of these are for funerals that's happening Saturday. Okay, the first one there, I'm familiar with that guy, and then this one here happens to be my son, my little man. This one here is family, man. So rest in peace to my little man right here. Feel me? But that's what we're working on. I thought I'd jump on live here. And we're using the 3G opaque paper. Feel me? Like, we got so much to do. This is how much I had to buy. I had to buy 400 of these, full bundles. And of course, I had to grab these to my folks over next door, AnyUpGraphicSupplies.com. They got these right here. You feel me? So, what's going on, Frankie? It's been a minute, y'all, but I'm back. So, the 3G is one of my favorite materials to use. Right now, I'm my looking for my weeding tool. But I lost that one, so I'm gonna take this one here. Okay. So I got my special handy dandy weeding tool here. I'm gonna bring y'all down a bit. Let's see, I can actually okay. Ooh. So what I do with this thing here, 3G, you gotta split it up, right? You gotta get the backing sheet separated. So what I do with this weeding tool, I just grab just a pinch on the corner, right? I've shown this before. Just a pinch on the corner. It grabs a bit, separates it. Yes, it does put a little bit of like a little hole there, but once you heat this up, that hole is not even relevant. It's like it becomes nothing. So that's how I do it. And I'm gonna do a bunch of these just to get ahead. And I'm printing these from my Canon Pro 300. So these are printed from my Canon Pro 300 because for some reason my HP decided it did not want to print this morning. So that's what we're on. Bear with me if I sound a little tired. I've been in here since 3:30 this morning trying to catch up to this work. Also, don't forget to smash the like button one time. Drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Super quick. Say what's up so I can know who's actually watching. So I can greet you. If you don't know me, I'm Erastus. And if it's your first time here watching, give me a first timer. Salute. So I'm just separating them right now. That's all I'm doing here. Just separating these a bit. So once I get on the press, so what I got to do with large runs like this, right? What you got to do, it's basically, there's no rush. Like, this is not due until Friday, but I'm trying to get him out tomorrow. So I already got a good amount pressed up. But what I'm doing, I have to print ahead, right? So I print a bunch of them ahead of time first. So you can see the printer is still printing back there. I got a bunch of shirts ready. I'm going to press these. I'm actually going to pump both of these heat presses. I've been pumping 2 heat presses all morning, so I'm going to keep that going. And it's like you see it, you don't really save time. It's it works better in the flow. Sometimes. But most times, two heat presses doesn't make too much sense for me. But today we will be pumping both of these out of the Jodo, Auto Open, and the Stars A to Z. I find this Stars A to Z press to be one of my favorite heat presses now because like the ease of using this thing is so awesome. It's just easy. It's an easy press. Easy press, easy close, no struggle closing it. Not that I should be struggling right now after all these years, but after all these years, it's time to not struggle so much on your heat press, closing your heat press. If you got a heat press that is a struggle to close it, sometimes just release the pressure a little bit. You'll be good. But for some people, you gotta get used to closing that heat press with a lot of pressure. So I'm just doing that. Same thing I'm doing, just separating them ahead of time, and then we'll get to pressing these. And I'll see how quick I can knock these out. Whatever shirts I have on the table here. And it looked like I changed my ink now. It's actually printing goofy now, so I gotta swap out the ink after this one. I'm actually going to cancel that. I don't want to waste the ink. I'm going to cancel this because I need to swap the ink. I'm running out of ink out of this printer now, so I'm going to swap it because now it's getting a little discolored. I can tell the blue is running out or the magenta, one of them running out because it's supposed to be a purple back there and it's coming out blue. So I got to swap those out. Seems like two of them needs to be swapped out. So this printer use these little cartridges, and this printer is a pro photography printer, but it is still an inkjet printer. Once I figured out I wasn't printing as much photos, and I had this expensive ass printer sitting down, I said, man, let me try printing one shirt from there. And since then, like it prints super clean. So I just start using that for shirts now. You feel me? And if I need it for photography, then I move it somewhere else. I usually take it and travel with it. And for like events, you can print on site. That's what I usually do with this joint. But now it's printing shirts because this other printer decided not to work this morning. And this printer also prints 13 by 19. And you can print like canvases. You can print all types of stuff off of this printer. What's going on, everybody? I know we got some Cali folks here. We got some South Texas. Okay, that's Frankie. First time from Minneapolis. What's going on? Minneapolis, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you for tuning in to this live. I'm trying to get back to hopping on YouTube a little more. What's good, John? We got Maryland in the building. So what do I think about the Wallow press? I actually don't have any Wallow presses. The only press I have here is a Jodo from Heat Transfer Warehouse, but I don't own any of the Wallow presses. I don't think I want any more heat presses, though. I don't got no more room for any more heat presses. So I'm gonna chop out this yellow. And this PM joint. All right. That's that. And then it's gonna start doing this printing again. Actually, I'm gonna have to reset the print. Cool. So what's everybody doing today? What are y'all working on? How are you doing? First of all, what are you working on this afternoon? Me, I'm swamped. Like I'm swamped. I'm swamped. Like I'm over the edge with deadlines right now, and the t-shirt side of things. And then after this Saturday, the same exact funeral that I'm doing these shirts for, I gotta also do the AV for the funeral and the repast. It's so much going on this week. October has been super busy. And let me know in the comments how has October been for you so far? Are you busy? Are things heavy in your shop? Is business picking back up? Like what's going on? How is everybody feeling getting back to things now? I'm not gonna say getting back to normal, but getting back to things because this is not normal yet. I honestly don't know how many shirts I've done so far, but I know I have not completed 100 shirts yet. I did all the smalls, which was 35. I did the mediums, those were 25. So I think I've done maybe about 100 of them, maybe about 100. All right, so I think I got enough now to get my start pressing, and put a Teflon there. I'm using regular Teflon sheets to cover my image because I like the texture that it adds on there. And as soon as I can find the other Teflon sheet, that's one. I like to have my stuff staged. Where in the world did it go? I feel like I just had this shit. All right, cool. Let's go. Check this out. Interesting, right? This, I don't know what kind of gilding this is, but this says it's a small shirt. Like this tag says small, but look, this was not a small shirt, bro. It's not a small shirt, and it's interesting because I didn't purchase these shirts. The customer actually showed up here with all 252 of these shirts. There are different types of shirts. If I can flip the camera a bit, you'll see like I got shirts that are still in bags over there. There's a whole bunch more over there. Like, so there's all different types of shirts with this order here. Because I didn't order the shirts, they showed up. I usually don't take shirts in, but this scenario is a little different. Like I said, it is family. There's a lot going on in this situation. So I allowed them to bring the shirts in. Plus she had already ordered them. She went to New York to get the shirts. So I said, all right, I'm gonna use them. But that right there, that is not a small shirt. I feel like they messed up the tag on there. Go ahead, smash the like button one time for me, y'all. It helps out, you know. There's 12 of y'all watching here. There's 2 likes. Damn, I know I've been away for a while, but sheesh, I'm still here. So what do I think about DTF? I I have not messed with DTF too much, but honestly, since I've been messing around with the DTG, the FreeJet 330 Plus, I'm like I'm gonna have to look into the DTF on that machine, right? Which is not in here right now. It is in a secret location. So don't tell me to show you the DTG machine. It is in a secret location. All right. So it's funny that you asked about the DTF, right? Because if I walk over to that computer right now, and the first screen you see, I'm on Omni Print website and I'm looking at the DTF solution because you have to purchase like the add-on for that machine. So I've been looking at it all day, doing some price matching there and see if that's something that I want to do. But it's definitely a possibility that I'm gonna be dabbling into it. I'm gonna be dabbling into it just to I mean to get familiar with it and add that to the belt, right? So as far as testing them out, I've only tested one DTF. print from someone has sent me a while back, but we're gonna have to dive into it a little bit more. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Are you guys using DTF? What are y'all thoughts on the DTF already? I want to hear from y'all. I want to learn from y'all. And don't forget, if you're in sublimation, you need sublimation paper, we have GC Sub. It's on the website right now. It's our line of sublimation paper, all stacked up right there, watching it. Yep. So y'all go ahead, visit the website, garmentcreations.com. Get yourself some sublimation paper. So you know this 3G paper applies at 350 for 30 seconds. This press needs to slide over a bit. Yes, as soon as I get in my mojo, you'll see why I'm using two presses. But sometimes it makes sense, other times it does not. Gotta be careful, Layton. I'm back. Am I back? I'm back. Let me know if I'm back. You can hear me, see me. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. Wife was calling. So I see a question here. I'm missing the comments. What's up, Stevie? Stevie? Pigment ink or dye based ink. So what I'm using on the 3G right now, this is pigment ink. It's interesting because all those shirts that I did this morning, I'm gonna grab them, one of them. So all of these shirts from this morning's order, 50 of them, this is actually dye sub. This is sub ink. Okay. It is literally my first time actually attempting this. I was in a crunch this morning. My other printer started to not work. And then I was in here at 4 o'clock this morning. Of course, the printer store wasn't open yet, so I had to make it work, right? So I used the dye sub, and it actually came out super dope. I did, I did do some research. I know like you can use dye sub on this paper, and it works good. So that's dye sub there, and this is pigment. All right, we'll see how it good. They wash out. We'll see how they turned out. All right, so let's go. Let's get in the bag. Let's get in the bag. This shirt is so big, and they're talking about it's a small shirt. Sometimes I'm be trying to like find a line in the shirt, but I learned, or you should know, not to trust the line that comes on these shirts. Definitely don't trust the tag because the tags are never straight. But sometimes the line that goes in the middle of the shirts, you can trust it. And I like, especially with using these transfers, I like to start with a line on my shirt when I'm using these transfers because you don't have that much play once the heat starts touching that stuff. So you got to make sure you have the alignment almost great before you really like step away from the heat press, or else you're not going to be able to move it. So usually I just add a line, just fold my shirt in half, add a line to it, so that way I'm able to just line my transfer easily, and I don't have to play with it too much. Because once it starts heating up, you don't have that much play. All right. So if you see me folding the shirt, that's because I'm looking for that center line. Okay. There's nothing wrong with finding your center line. Better safe than sorry. You don't want your graphic to be crooked. Be giving people crooked shirts. Like sometimes I can see the line. Like this one, I can see the line and it looks straight. So I'm gonna trust it and I'm gonna use it. And another thing I don't do too much with this paper, right? sometimes I would do a pre-press depending on how that shirt feel or how wrinkled it looks. Because again, I don't really want to. I don't like to heat this up before adding this film on there. Because once I heat this up and I add this film, I don't have a lot of room to play with it. So I usually just don't do the pre-press on this part. Make sure I'm straight. I'm lined up on my center line. I'm still good there. And now I'm gonna cover this. And I'm being careful covering it because it still moves. And now look how easy that press close up. Another thing I do with the transfer tool, I also fold that in half to get that center line. Fold it in half. I do a little pinch there. So now I got my center mark. And I'm gonna just line this up on this center line. That's how you get accuracy. I need to find my other Teflon sheet. I've been working with 2 Teflon sheets all morning. Now I cannot find the other Teflon sheet. Dang. There it is. All right. Throw some hearts up there. Oh, this is not Facebook. All right. Throw a thumbs up right quick. Drop some hearts in the comment. But there it is. It's underneath the shirts. That's what I couldn't find it. Oh, my printer is not printing. I forgot to send the prints. This printer cannot stop printing. It has to print. So I need to send prints. The whole time I thought I was printing. I need so many of these things, and this printer is so slow. Like I literally gotta be printing all day. All right. So let's get that print back up. I didn't realize I wasn't printing. Think we're gonna send 100 of them over there. I'm not sure how many I've done so far. Now the computer wanna act slow. Now the computer is being slow. So what ink am I using? What's going on, Robert? I'm using the ink for the printer. The printer comes with whatever whatever ink comes with the printer. My goodness, I couldn't talk. I've been up since 3 o'clock, y'all. And it's time for like my third coffee. Maybe I need somebody to bring me some coffee. But I'm using the Canon 300 Pro, a Canon Pro 300. Look it up, Canon Pro 300, and the ink that comes with it. That ink is expensive for like the whole bundle. It's like a 11 cartridge printer, so literally holds 11 cartridges, and it's like $180 for that cartridge. I like to double check because you don't want this thing to move, man. I'll show you how many shirts. Here go a few shirts I've messed up today just from it moving. It's a few shirts. So this one here. So I tell y'all, you don't have that much play when this thing is laying down. Like this is some spots of it falling back over on itself. This one here was just crooked because it moved again while putting the Teflon on. You want to be careful with that. Another one that moved. Okay, so just be careful using this paper. And this is me telling me to be careful. But it's hard to get back in my flow now that I turn the camera on. So it's like it's hard for me to get on that flow of two presses. But before I had this camera turned on, I was running through them joints with two heat presses. But now I can't do it because I need to focus on this for now. Talk to y'all for a little bit. What ink am I using? I said that. What method are you? What? So I'll show you the method I use again one more time to get this paper off of this backing because it's super tricky and it can get really bad if you don't know how to do this right. But again, I'm using this Nano 3G opaque, and I'm gonna show you on the next one how I separate these. Okay, so that's what I do. I grab my weeding tool. Okay, this is my weeding tool, just a little like a dental tool. But all I do from the front image here, so I grab a corner. So from the front of it, I'm just taking the corner, like barely anything, and I'm gonna poke that through a bit. I'm trying not to poke myself, but just like that, I grabbed a little bit, take my tweezer out of there or whatever you're using, and now you can separate that. All right? Because yes, it does have a hole right there, but once I press this, that hole is not gonna be there. So that's how I do all of them, you know. So when I get in my motion, get in my bag, I just go ahead and put my head down, and I can do this like in no time. You know what I mean? So before, let's say if I didn't have this tool, if I didn't have the tool, the other way that I do it, I turn the paper backwards, and again, I'm right at the edge here, and I tear the back a bit, not all the way through. I just tear the back and sheet a bit until I get my little tear mark there, and then I run my fingernail right through that groove. Fingernail right there, and now I can peel this off. Okay, so you see, it's just that little tear right there you need on the backing sheet. All right, so I hope that helps out. That's how I do it. It's 25 of y'all watching here. I need a little bit more to smash that like button one time for your boy. Nope, I don't use a mask or carrying sheet because it is a full sheet. It is a full sheet. I feel like you only need a mask when there's text and all of that. And it also does not work moving text off of this paper. I've had no luck with it. I did it probably twice, and that was enough for me to tell myself, don't ever try that again. You say you have the same Canon printer. That's the Canon P, the Canon Pro 300. Did I put any cartridge? No, the cartridge that's in there is the same as that cartridge that comes with it. So who has a good price for these sheets? These sheets I got from Annie Up. So Annie Up in store, like if I walk in store, I think it's like $1.40. But online might be a different price. I'm not sure. Fuck. See? This is it, right? This is what I'm telling y'all. Right on camera live. This is what happened. I just told y'all about this shit, right? And this is what happened. Yeah. So we still do mess up. Yes. Those people that you look up to, they do mess up. You feel me? That sucks though. That's like 5 shirts today. I done messed up. I was hyped too. I thought I was in my bag for a second. I was hyped. Damn it. Damn it. Sorry, I said a cuss word and all that too. It gets real. It gets real when you mess up. Especially when you mess up 5 shirts. You might see a cuss word too. That sucks though. So right there, that's the importance of having extra inventory. I actually don't have extra because I didn't buy these shirts, right? Customers brought their exact amount. But I made it clear, like, oh, there might be a possibility you might lose 5 shirts. I already lost the 5 shirts. So I can't mess up anymore. All right. So that was literally the fifth one there. I'm using regular ink in this printer. Regular ink. Yep. It's regular, just regular inkjet. The printer that comes with it is already pigment. Are you using I answer that carrier sheet? No carrier sheets. You said wow, you don't have any vinyl remover? Uh I I do have vinyl remover, but again, I already account for having those like that extra waste, right? But I don't know if I would take the time to try to save that shirt. Already, my thinking right now with those 5 shirts that's messed up is like, oh, I'll use them as scrap to test like a DTG thing or something like that. Like I'm already thinking how I'm gonna use the back of those shirts that's messed up. So there's already ways to use those messed up inventory instead of like spending time to try to scrape that off because you want to save $1.70 or whatever the shirt may cost, right? So you gotta figure it out what what the time is worth. Is it worth putting all that time into taking the vinyl off of there? It might be, but I actually have never taken these off. Let me know now if 3G opaque can be removed with the VLR. That's like the vinyl letter remover. I don't know if it works. We'll have to test it out. But we can do that again. That's why I like this Teflon better because I can see right through this other Teflon compared to the other Teflon, the big one. So over here, I can catch it before it happens. The other Teflon, once it's down, you can't really see it. It's also because I have it double. So I need to tear this into halves. Uh, it already seemed like it wants to rip anyways. All right, so let's see what will happen when I got just one piece. Definitely should have used scissors to do that. But either way, it's still going to have the screens flying off. All right. I still didn't stop printing this shit. That's not it. Forgot. I still didn't send the print. Like this printer cannot stop printing. It has to print all day long until I can get my other 150 transfers out of there. I still need 150 more shirts. So I need that printer printing all day. This dude wanna show up. He about to interrupt my flow. Here comes my barber. I know I do need to go to the barber, but he ain't got to show up. Like he pulling up right now. That's my barber pulling up right now, right now. He like, dang, E, I ain't see you in about 2 weeks. Someone come look for you. It'll be better if he had the clippers with him, right? Yeah, it will be good if he had the clippers with him, right? Yeah, it will be good. I'm just like, what's up with you?
Yeah, what's going on,
Shit,
man?
man.
Put my wave cap on. Is you live right now?
Yeah,
Put my
he
wave cap
pulling up.
on.
I was like, yeah, I guess my barber will come looking for me.
That's when you know you got a busy barber when you ain't got no haircut.
Right.
Man, let me cover my wig up real quick. Live with you. You know what I mean?
What's up with you though?
Ain't nothing, man. I really came over here to see when you're gonna be available for me.
Are you
So I
ready?
can
You
get
said you
my.
wasn't ready. You ready now?
I'm ready. And the decals on my windows, my new shop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Carry it like that. You know? And I think I might be ready with this one now.
You good, yo? You can't put a do rag on.
Dab you up now. My guy.
What's
Getting
up with you?
busy. Good, man.
Yeah, I'm in it, man. I'm in
I
it.
heard this. I don't know this guy, man, but
No.
he was known by a lot of people.
Yeah, man. It's my little son.
He was known by a lot of people, man. Everybody I know posted this guy.
Yeah.
Everybody.
A young
Like,
boy,
even
young
when
boy
people
was
in
son.
California knew him, like, yo,
That's
this guy's the
interesting.
number one hustler. They like this dude be grinding.
Yeah. The young
Like,
boy
he
was.
said, man, this boy do
He was
not be
in it.
playing. He do the rap
The
thing, shirts,
music, the
clothes. That was
clothes.
his thing. Like,
Yeah.
they learning stuff out in Cali. Like,
Yep. GYG.
man.
Hello, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. She here getting busy. I'm on my way to the shop.
Just now going to work, yo?
Yeah, I work
Shit.
from 2:30 to close. But
I need to come
I
over
usually
there
just do appointments though on Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
That's every day for real.
Right.
So my appointments ain't popping. I'm not in the
You
building.
ain't coming in.
No, I had to run around and get a couple other things done today.
Okay.
Got clothes on selling today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nice little spot.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that play out right.
When,
Took forever for me to get with my accountant. He was on vacation.
okay.
You know.
Was that another, just a crib or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you opening the shop?
Really, I'm just waiting on you. No.
No, you can't just be waiting on me. You got a lot more to do.
I got the inspectors coming.
Shout out my man. He stepping out in his own spot. You know what I mean? Stepping out, been cutting here for a minute now. About to get his own space. You feel me? He got his own space. About to open it up. That's my joint. No.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
So we're gonna have to go over there, put some decals on his window. Yeah, man. It's boss moves. You gotta be on the boss moves. You feel me? Gotta be on the boss move.
Yeah. That was money calling.
You gotta write checks. Don't be waiting for the receipt checks. You gotta write checks.
Yeah. You gotta write them to get them.
I write them to get them. You know what I mean? Yeah,
You
you gotta write them, bro. You gotta put them out to get them in. Yeah, but I'm probably come over there tomorrow, yo.
Yeah.
Let me know when you gonna cut my hair. You can cut my hair out of there.
Y'all see how his hair look today, right?
Oh
We're
man.
gonna do it before and after.
Oh
Tomorrow.
man. I was looking earlier. I'm gonna sound like shit. I'm
Oh
on
man,
camera. I should be wearing a hat.
you gonna be looking good tomorrow. Wait till
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
need to
The
get a
waves
cut
gonna be
tomorrow.
in there. You don't
What's
see no waves
tomorrow?
right now.
Tomorrow
It's gonna be
Thursday.
waves in there tomorrow. Word up,
Yeah,
man.
we'll both be in there. Nolan gotta get that crap chopped all the way off, man. I'm
Oh
tired of
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
you
tired
roll
of
it
this.
back, huh?
Yeah, yo, I'm over it. Yeah, another funeral, bro. Another person.
That's sad.
Knew both of them.
Sad, bro.
The other boy was just on my 360 photo booth at another wedding 2 weeks ago.
These boys is young, man.
Youngin, 30. I don't know how old he was, but young boy was only 30 years old.
Wow,
Yeah, but Youngin went out though. He went out on some shit, yo.
man.
Youngin went out on some shit.
What happened?
Like, so he he was in the corner. He basically went in the corner store or something in the morning after like a South Street John, right, to get food.
Yeah.
And he was ordering his food.
Oh, I think I seen that video.
Yeah, it
Somebody
was in the
showed out
news.
in the store.
Yeah,
Somebody came up to the store and shot out in the store.
right. So it looked like, in the city, Poppy's got the store, he's got the young boys working out of there. So that's what it seemed like. But then another youngin has stole something out the store. So it seemed like Pop, you can see on the video, Pop called his peoples, and when them youngins came in, he was pointing. So yeah, he was
Oh
pointing like, "Oh,
shit.
there he go, there he goes." So they started roughing up the boy, the young boy that stole something, right?
Yeah.
So when youngin comes around, he's ordering his sandwich. He comes around the corner, about to pay for his food, and he walked into it while it was beating up the boy, and from the motion, it looks like he said something to him like, "Hey, y'all niggas serious?" Like on some shit like that, right? And then the other boy, he's just like, "What did you say?" Like you can see it from their motion, like, "What you said, nigga?" So right
Wow.
when he said that, he started walking up on him. And around now, it's like he seen him, like he moved his bag to the side because he's like, "Oh, it seemed like this nigga coming on some shit." So he pulled. When he pulled, that boy already hit him. Boom, hit him in his hip.
Mm.
I mean, when he hit him, you can see he's like on his jaw. So now he's going off on him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. He got hit like twice in his chest. He fell over. Youngin found his way out, and then they found him like 2 blocks over.
Wow.
Yeah, yo.
Hey man, happy birthday, man. I
You
appreciate
too, my
you.
man.
Text me, man, because for some reason, what's the
I
name of
did that last time you showed up here. I texted you.
Hey, yo, listen, I don't know what's wrong with this phone. Maybe it's my update. What is it?
You got the 267-562-3093. You cannot be having my number, bro. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. You live in the store. Sometimes people pop in and then just to say what's up. Hey, Peachy, if you're still here, how are you? Long time no see. Because I've been hiding. I've been hiding, y'all. Been hiding, been busy, been going through a lot. Just been grinding. You feel me? Life has been heavy, but gotta keep focused. Gotta keep going. I was about to say what happened to the other Teflon, but it's over here. You see, I'm taking my time now to closing. Yo, compared to how this press closed and this other press here, it's like you almost don't feel this A to Z press at all. Oh yeah, very very very. Bam, bam. Now, situation like this, right? I feel like I wish, like, damn, maybe I should have somebody in here helping me out, right? And but then when you go ahead and you reach out, let's say you bring somebody in, you hire somebody to help you out, to get you some time back, right? And then people just don't want to work. You feel me? Some people just don't want to work. There's a lot of money going around here, so people don't want to work these days. So you can't find good employees that's gonna hang around. So I get to thinking like, dang, maybe I should just keep my business as a small business, right? Oh, nice studio-based business. I'll take in what I want to take in. You feel me? So I can handle it the way I want to handle it. But then you're like, damn, is that being selfish? Because you got a lot, 10,000 other things that you're doing. So like, do you need the help or should you do it by yourself? So what I'm telling you basically is so great to have help because the little bit of time I had some help here, it freed up so much time. Okay, but things started to fall in the cracks, and then things start to show their faces. Like, okay, maybe this person is not a good fit. All those different things, right? Then you let this person go. Then it gets busy again. Then you're struggling again. Then you're like, okay, sure, I'll bring somebody else in. It's just, it's endless battle, man. It's an endless battle. This entrepreneur full time life, it's a battle. It's a battle that most people don't talk about. The mental battles that people don't talk about, the physical battles that it takes on you, takes on your body. Like it's a lot, yo. There's a lot going on that people just don't talk about. You feel me? Running your own business is more than just pressing shirts. I'm sure y'all know it, right? Feel me? Like for me, I've been up since 3 this morning. Maybe some of y'all earlier. I'm just telling you my story. Right, 3 this morning, I showed up in here exactly pulled up in the driveway at 4:05 because like I literally have 400 shirts to do. You feel me? So it's like, why still be sleeping if you got all this to do and you got a deadline? So it's all those. Yes, I miss y'all too. Phone mix, I miss you. You feel me? So like all those different things just hitting you from everywhere. Then you got family. Then you got another business. Like there's so much. But so that's where E have been up to. Been just trying to balance everything else, balance life, go through my emotions, some depressed days, some days where no clients, all those different things. So are you sure you're ready for this business? Are you sure you're ready for this full-time life? Said so 3G is really good. 3G is good. There is nothing wrong with this thing, yo. It's you just gotta know the application. When are you using it? What are you using it for? This is not anything. Honestly, this is not something I would use for my brand. 3G opaque is not for a brand. Okay? 3G opaque is mainly for those one-off shirts. All right. Even though I'm doing 400 shirts, I know it's not one-offs, but they might only wear this one day. You know, they might wear this once in a while. So like that's what I consider one-off. Birthday shirts. That's a one-off. Family reunion shirt is a one-off. I know it's not one shirt, but those are like one-off events, right? So it's this paper is great for that. I mean, this is not something I'm gonna go sell to somebody for $40 a shirt, $25 a shirt, whatever y'all selling shirts for these days, right? So for this case, customer brought every single one of these shirts here. The customer showed up with 250. The one customer, not the other customer. The other customer I paid for that shirt. They showed up with 200 and something shirts. Okay, so all I had to do basically just charge them for the material and my time, right? So for 200 something shirts, I charge them $10 a shirt just for me pressing it. So like that's the numbers. You do the numbers, you do the math. Like you don't have to turn down the money because you say, "Oh man, it might be too much." Take your time. Give yourself enough time to do that work. If maybe I could bring somebody in to help me out. I called somebody this morning. Nobody answered. You mean so that would have went some of that profit would have gone to paying somebody just to get this done faster. There's invoices that I haven't even closed out yet. There are people that are still waiting for their orders to be like sent a quote to be sent out. So I'm jumping all over the place right now, but I'm trying to tell you this paper is good. You should use it for those one-off events like birthdays, family reunions, funeral shirts, and all those different things. Let me know in the comments what are some instances where you're using these 3Gs. I'm gonna sit down for a bit, y'all, because now I'm out of shirts. I'm not out of shirts because I got a ton of shirts here, but whatever is laying on the table, I'm out of there for a bit. I really want to get this order done. I told them Friday, but I really, 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 I'm striving to get this done tomorrow, by tomorrow. I want to give it to them a day early, you know. Sorry about the spot in my ceiling there. The spot right there came from champagne. Was popping the champagne during the studio shoot, and it just left a stain there. But anyways, um, yeah. So if I can really get this done tomorrow, it'll be that under promising over delivering type of move there. That way I'll get them out of my head early. All right, I'm gonna scroll up into some comments here. Yes, we ready. Say hell yeah, hit me up on Facebook, yo. Who are you, Wayne? Who's you, Wayne? Who are you, Wayne? He said hit me up on Facebook for what? I'm not sure who Wayne is. Wayne, Wagwan Wayne. He said how long it lasts. The 3G stuff, it's on the shirt. It's gonna last. Like it's gonna withstand a few washes. More than a few, at least about 50 washes, man. Until you're tired of the shirt and you don't want to wear it anymore. But the shirt will probably tear before this paper starts to. It's gonna crumble. I mean, it is rough. After a few washes, you'll feel it. I mean, but if you got to iron that thing inside out, then the shirt's still good. Like I've done this on so many shirts. I've never had a customer complain, and they come back. What's a good carrier sheet when using transfer paper, especially when you have small to lift? That's the same. That's what I was saying earlier, Peachy. I only use this paper really for full images like this. I've never used this paper to print anything other than a full chest image. Okay, like I think I was telling Robert earlier, it's just when you're using text, it sucks with this stuff. Even whatever masking paper they sell for the other stuff, I think it's like the whatever other process, right? It does not lift the paper off of here without pulling the ink. So I just don't do that method. When I gotta cut something, it's either one color vinyl. If it can't be one color vinyl, then I just get that image sent out to like super color or something, or then start printing it some other way. 50 washes is good. Oh yeah, 50 washes is real good. Comic said, I wish I was close, I would have helped you. Oh man. I would appreciate for some of y'all to be close sometimes. Like, can you come give me a hand? Yo, you feel like helping me? It's so much easier when you have somebody that actually knows how to do something, right? If when you're in a crunch, like a time crunch, man, I honestly don't have time to train people. So when people always like with these shirts, everybody was offering help. Yo, bro, you want us to come help you, man? Because hey, we're all friends, we're all this. There's a whole army that this kid has behind him. They're dying to come and help me with this shirt, right? But why? Because then I'm gonna have to slow down and show you how to print shirts. Like right now is not the time. I love teaching, I love training, I love to see people learn, but not when I'm in a time crunch now. You feel me? Like even now, staying over here talking on YouTube, I could still be working. You feel me? But I can take a break now. You feel me? So it's okay. Let me take a break. So I can't. I would rather have someone that has experience when I got big orders like this that would just help me. You know what to do. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Compared to showing somebody step by step. So then why are you here? You're supposed to save me time. All right. So that's how I look at it, man. So I appreciate your honesty, bro. Oh, you got it. I want to know what I was saying. So I have no choice for it's for a startup trying to get out of bad housing situation. Having ready printer, but are they good when walk the streets? A few missed it. So what 3G brand am I using? I'm using the Nano. It's the Nano on this joint. Nano 3G opaque. What do you think? Frank, how you asked me that question again? I said I don't have no water presses. I don't know much about the water press, Frankie. So I bought a t-shirt ruler. Don't think it's yeah. Those t-shirt rulers are not useful for me. I lose them more than I can even use them. Said I ordered some from Supercolor and Heart and Hustle. Yes, Heart and Hustle. My guy Joe. I was on the phone with Joe the other day and was talking, just getting picking his brain for some DTG because he's got the same machine, right? So we had a good conversation. It's conversation. I can't even talk right now. Like I said, I've been up all day, sitting down right now. Feels like I actually should not be sitting down because now I'm feeling lazy to get back up and all of that. But yeah, so yes, Hard and Hustle do have the DTF prints. Right, like I said, I will be getting into the DTF prints real soon. Just trying to test. So I'll probably be ordering the add-on DTF stuff for the the three for the free jet machine. Free jet 330 plus. You gotta say all of that. That's a lot of words to say. So any advice on how to stop markings around shirts when subbing? If you're talking about the box that's around the shirt, so if you're talking about the box that is around the shirt when you pull the transfer off, the only advice, I mean, there are two techniques with that. And one I learned from Gina at Just Say the Word. That's her tag on Instagram and on YouTube. But yeah, so I'll tell you Gina's way first, as she told me a long time ago. When you take the paper, so you see your transfers when you print them out, it has the sharp edges. So this has sharp edges. That's what's being left around, right? But the trick here, if you can manage to not have your image all the way to the edge, and if you just take your finger, don't use scissors, and you tear the edges off of the paper. You tear the edges of the paper so it leaves a jagged edge. So it's not like a straight cut, hard mark. So then when you press it, it's not as straight or noticeable. That's one way you can do it. Just tear the edges off of your paper. The other way is simple. I would just say turn down the pressure. Okay, turn down the pressure. With sublimation, y'all, like you really don't have to crank down the pressure that much, y'all. Like it's the whole thing that's happening on there, it's the gas and that heat that's doing what it needs to do. You feel me? So you just need to have that thing touching, not touching, but you have to have at least medium pressure on there, but it don't have to be cranked down, you know? Peachy says she's tried both ways. Just lower the pressure, like Frankie said. So that machine is a different level. Oh yeah, that FreeJet 330 Plus is on a different level. And we will be getting deeper into it. We'll be having a lot of content into that. You can see like it's not in this building because there is a secret space that is being that is coming together. That's all I can say right now. It's still printing. I've I have so much work to do, y'all. But I had to jump on here. I've been in here for myself all day. And I had to jump on. I was like, should I do Facebook Live or should I do YouTube Live? And I ended up just jumping on YouTube because YouTube, I miss YouTube, yo. I miss YouTube to tell you the truth. But now it's just like so hard to just get back in. I'm trying to get back in my groove, y'all. So when I turn this camera on right now, I'm trying to get back into my groove. It's just me training myself back into my routine because like I said, the last couple months has been busy, so I steered away from a lot of just content. And y'all know I was all over the place, all types of content. But content is still dope, but it's just finding the time now to distribute them on the channels that is that are needed, like the YouTube. My YouTube channel has been stagnant for a while. It's time to get it back up. We've been saying that 16,000 subs for a while now, and I think I'm ready for a 20. I'm ready for 20. Yes, humble beginnings. That's it, Peachy. I just gotta keep telling myself that it's humble beginnings. Stay humble, stay focused, tunnel vision, and just worry about you sometimes. Sometimes you gotta be selfish, y'all. Sometimes you gotta be selfish. I'm learning that. I'm telling myself every day, hey, bro, hey, you gotta be selfish today, E. It sucks, but me being Erastus, being beloved Erastus, right? Beloved. Erastus means beloved. But having that lovely heart, I tend to want to just help people and forget about me. But now I'm being selfish, y'all. I'm being me. It's all about garment creations right now. Does anyone use white toner? No. Toner, tuner, tuner. I can't say it. Tuner, tuner. My daughter be laughing at how I say words. I asked her, is it because I'm African? She said, I'm African too, Daddy. I said, so why are you laughing at how I say words? All right, I need to get back on. Fomix said she used the white toner. Fomix got everything. Fomix used a lot of machines. She's the one with all the machineries. Fomix got machines for days. So she has the Oki 9541. I'm not familiar with the Okis at all. I've actually never even seen one besides on videos. Do you get a lot of cracks? Oh, you talking about the Okies? I don't. Oh, you must be talking about Fomix. All right, I'm up. I'm up, y'all. I'm up. I'm up. Let me get some water. I'll be back. These shirts are cut so like big. I don't know what brand of gilding these are, but they said this is an extra large. That seems kind of big. This almost look like a small shirt that we just had just a while ago. Shirts look big, so I'm gonna do those big shirts probably on this big machine. Any tips on what? Said, sir, I'm here for all the info. Ain't no problem, Jason. Get all the info. It's the best way to learn is to catch these lives where you're able to ask questions. It's the best way. Best way to really get some answers is to hit up these lives. So make sure you hit the notification bell, y'all. So when we jump on these lives, you can ask questions, you can interact with one another. Yeah, they are big, right? That's what I'm saying. Them shirts are big. Like this was supposed to be a small. Like, how is this a small shirt? That shirt seemed like that's a large. But again, I didn't buy them. Shirts were provided by the client. So if you use the RIP software, I guess y'all still talking about that white toner stuff. Okay. Y'all go ahead and smash the like button one time. I like to see there's 27 people, there's 22 people that liked it, 27 people watching. I like that. But I would love it even more if there was 27 people watching and 27 thumbs up. Go ahead, smash that thumbs up for me. Yeah, me. Smash it. All right, let's get back to it. Get back to that money. I said I wasn't gonna use the small one, but I am. I am gonna use this small one. I did see the booty cat. All right, let's get it. See, I feel good now that I'm talking to y'all, man. I feel good that I jumped on the live. That's how I literally. That used to be my feel. Like I'm telling y'all, like going live used to be like that's what fueled me for the longest. Going live, I couldn't do a thing without being live. I mean, but there's a there was a lot of advantages with just going live. I mean, and it helped us a lot at that time of the business. So for y'all that don't go live in your business, I would say start going live, y'all. Start going live. It helps out a lot. Start going live and start creating content. Never stop creating content. Oh, I like this one. 26 people watching, 28 thumbs up. That's it right there. That's how you go above and beyond, y'all. Y'all are some real ones there. Y'all some real ones. That's why I'm y'all number one fan, man. I'm y'all number one fan. Like I'm rooting for all of y'all. Yep. So like I'm saying, never stop going live and never stop your content. Never stop creating content. Never stop promoting your business. I'm telling y'all this. Like these are things that I've been going through in the last couple of weeks. Right? What did I do? I dropped the product. I had so much other things going on. Right? I stopped creating content for it. I stopped going live, and all those things there. You're like, damn. Now it's like to get back to that groove. There's a lot of like more muscle you got to train. You got to retrain yourself now, but it's something you got to keeping that habit. If you're going to really 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 want your business to go forward, focus on those three things: creating content, what was it, going live, creating content, and promoting your business. Never stop promoting your business. Okay, always 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 find a way. For instance, y'all, how many people, I mean, all of us went through it just a couple days ago. We lost social media. It's like the world has ended. I mean, the world ended for all of us, most of us, a lot of us. We're sitting there for hours, not even knowing what to do, miserable. I had people in here just like, oh my God, my phone, oh my God. I actually didn't even notice until the customer said something about it. I was like, oh, I thought my Instagram was just broke. I thought it was just my phone, right? But for instance, imagine if that Instagram and Facebook, all that stuff never ever came back. What would you have done the next day if Facebook was still down today? Where would your business be? Where would your content be? Like, what would you be if Facebook was not there? How else are you going to promote your business? You know? So, the funny thing, the whole time Facebook was broken, I was sending out emails to people. If people, like around that same time in that same day, if you're on my email list, I was sending out emails. Because shoot, if Facebook ain't gonna work, I gotta reach my customers somehow. Shoot, I got their email addresses. You feel me? So like find a way to collect that data from your customers. So that way, as long as we got internet, you can still promote your business. You feel me? Facebook was down, but I still had sales. You know, YouTube is still alive. Etsy and your website. I like that. Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly. I like that. Yep. YouTube was still on, still going. Okay. Etsy was still going. That's why it's super important to have this. This is it. I'm getting in my bag right now. Okay. This is why it's important to be on all these platforms. Okay. It's important. And yes, it's important to have your own website. It's super important to have a presence on all of these different platforms, yo. Because let's say, boom, it happened. Facebook alone was done, right? You can still reach YouTube. Like right now, I'm marketing. I mean, I might not be marketing to you because you're just looking for tips and tricks, but people are gonna rewatch this. Somebody's gonna watch this, gonna be like, "Oh, damn, this guy does shirts and he lives right. Okay, and I'm gonna go check him out." So, like, just showing people what you can do is marketing in your business, because now they can see you, they can think of you every time they have an opportunity to make a shirt or a banner or transfers, whatever it is, right? Speaking of transfers, y'all go ahead and check out our website. I just threw out some transfers over there, ready to ship. So we're gonna be printing some sublimation transfers. There's a Halloween collection that just went up. Just some time, I will be adding a bunch more. So if you need some sublimation transfers, reach out, and pretty soon we'll probably be getting into some other type transfers. No say no yay, not yet. But yeah, that was my gym, right? Just stay on all those platforms and have you a website that is able to take customers' email, okay, in exchange for something. I hope y'all got that. That was that free gym. That was that gym, right? That clubhouse gym. What happened to clubhouse? Clubhouse still exists. Speaking of clubhouse, this y'all still on clubhouse? I forgot about clubhouse. I remember at one point we was on there, Silky Socks and I was on there every other, and then we started slowing it down, and then it just happened to get cut off because I mean, was is this still the thing though? I have to look in the app. I still got the app though. It's not open, but I still got the app. I'm gonna check it out. What happened to it? You need to learn that email marketing. Yes, email marketing. We should all be learning that and growing our email list daily, finding ways to reach out. Okay. One reason why email marketing is important, or just collecting emails is important, because when you get into the actual like marketing, like pay ads, that data is going to be so important for Facebook, right? So what you can do with your email list, you can put it into Facebook and tell Facebook, hey, yo, Mark, do some magic, man. I want you to take this list that I got of these people, and I want you to search your 5 billion people, and I want you to match those lists with like people, or if that makes sense, right? So what Facebook does, it take that list that you put in, it goes in there, it does its thing, and it say, oh man, these are people that looks like those people that's on your list. Because now they're like, okay, Facebook know more about me than I know about me. Facebook knows exactly who don't like me. Facebook know exactly who's probably like talking about you, all that on Facebook. Facebook know a lot. So, but you got to give Facebook something for Facebook to be able to give you more, like data. So always start with collecting that email address. Find a way. It's simple. Even if you eat, like, one way to do it, I don't have a sheet printed out. I thought I had an order sheet printed out, but if you print out your order sheets, right? Every single customer should go on the order sheet. Get in that habit, right? So you write down in the order sheet. Damn, I wish I could find it to show y'all. So on your order sheet, you find a spot, collect the name, the phone number, colors of the shirt. I'll get back to colors of the shirt in a second. Remind me. I'm gonna have to tell y'all the story about the colors of shirts. Why it's important to ask customers for the colors of the shirt? Because that order right there going bad. But I'm gonna get back to that, right? So you want to collect all of that and have a spot for the emails. So even if a customer was to call you on the phone, you get in the habit of collecting that information, and then you tell them, "Hey, can I get an email so I can send you a like a mock-up, so I can send you an image, or why don't you can you email me this image that you want on the shirt, right?" If you can transfer audio conversation with your customers through email or like text and email, then you're able to then use that data to later on track those customers when you get into paying ads. So just ask them, write it down, and then find a way just to send them something on that email, the invoices, email. So that way it looks like you actually asking for the email for the purpose of their order. But if you really think about it in the long term, you're going to be using that same exact email to then market to people like them. So it's email marketing is important, right? And that's where I've literally all this time where I've not been popping up like doing live marketing like this, because I've been still reaching out to people but through emails, because I'm like, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna stay off of video for right now, and I'm gonna just do this. But video was my thing. Video is my thing. I shouldn't like try to steer away from live marketing, because it did a lot for us. It still is doing a lot for us. So whatever worked, don't leave it behind. Like take it with you and add on to it. Like if it's working, don't leave it behind. Take it with you as you grow into your journey. All right. So if you're liking this thing here, go ahead and smash the like button. Also, drop a comment. Let me know that you're liking this. All right. Drop a comment, drop some hearts. Let me know something so it doesn't feel like I'm just talking, because I can talk and I'm tired. That's why I'm talking. I've been up since 3 o'clock. It's not like I've been up sitting down. I've been up working since 3 o'clock. So I see your emails every week. Yes, I be on it. And then there are days like today. I think yesterday and today I didn't send out no emails. And right now I'm thinking like, okay, Wednesday is an email day, Friday is an email day. Build a schedule, because honestly, yo, I was talking to somebody else about this. They're like, oh, so how often do you send out emails? I said, how often do you get emails? Like, if you ask me how often do I send out emails, I ask, how often do you get emails? And I said, from who? How often did you get an email from, I don't know, Netflix, from Facebook? How often do you get emails from Amazon? How often do you get emails from those services, right? All those buttons you're clicking on Facebook. How often you get an email from one of these marketers? They're in your email box, they're in your inbox consistently, like multiple times a day. Don't mess around and give them all your email address, because then when they send one out, it's like you can get hit from everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. I do that too. I do that too. Sometimes I send out emails. People's like, but then I get your emails like 5 times in a row. Like you might have given me 5 of your email addresses. I don't know, but yeah. So as much as other people are sending you emails, that's how much you should be sending out emails to your customer. You got to push it every day. Jason is right. Got to push every day. Got to push. I posted something this morning. What was my motivation this morning? Somebody remind me. Most of you that's on Facebook, you see every morning I post a motivational saying, a motivational quotes. Sometimes those are my words. Other times there's something that just motivated me that morning, something I read in my devotion or something I just read on social, so I share it. Okay, but this morning, exactly what Jason just said is like work every day until something happens. Like just outwork yourself. You know what I mean? Don't worry about nobody else. Outwork. You already know you're gonna outwork them.